Good morning, Steve, your daily shaver. A lot of new shavers go, what should I start with? And it comes as a bit of a shock to discover the cost of what soaps, creams, croaps are. Most would be familiar with the cheap stuff. Nothing wrong with it. You know, that's the perfect truth. You can shave with it. Haven't got around to this one yet. I've used the tube, however. Next step up, these are about $2 to $3. Okay, in other countries it might be Arco, or it might be I don't know, lots of names around the world, but it's basically a hard small soap. Next step up, and universal, is the good old Parasso. Comes in a couple of things: a tube, a regular container. You know, this is great for your den shaving. This is great for dropping into your travel kit. Okay, so it's the next stage up. Next stage is you've got a choice of artisan shaving creams, like this morning's, and this is definitely the cheapest you can start out at a high quality shaving, which is a sterling. These things are cheap. $7.75 US for a puck, which you can press into any cheap $1 shop into the plastic containers. I just peel the sticker off the puck and push it in, because it's you can push your finger into that. So the other choice is one of your mass market ones. Some good old Taylor of Old Bond Street. Now, it's always a bit of angst, you know. Once you hit over $10, you start going, Before you start buying more expensive things, you might want to try this. It is a full-on artisan soap, whereas the other is a mass market one. Nothing wrong with both of them. You'll get great shaves. But this is an artisan soap, and it is brilliant. Now, I've already gone and loaded up my puck, from my puck, put it in my... really need to write down the word for this on my mirror so I can remember what they're always called. But anyway, irrespective, Ginger's Garden has got my little shave bowl, and I'm just going to wet my face again because I've dried out in preparation. Now, I'm not going to do a whole shave this morning. Who wants to watch me shave again? I don't. So I'm just going to show you what a good sort of lather we're getting, and then talk about the razor. Razors. Where do you go for a razor? Everybody's going to tell you Edwin Jagger, DE89. Or they're going to say the Mercer 34C. They're both, well, in the case of Edwin Jagger's a brand like Ray-Bans. You know, nothing wrong with it, but both those razors will probably, now at the moment I've got a tiled floor, and if I drop my razor, I am so screwed, and I've already done it. No, I didn't drop it. It just broke on its own. That was the 26C broke. This morning I'm going to shave with the beginning of the cheaper but high quality razors. Now there's a couple even cheaper than this one. Now this is the 101, which has got the open comb on one side and the closed comb on the other. And probably my last shave, because I've noticed that while they're sharp, they don't last as long as the, as the Persona. The Persona, for more shaves, works out even better than the Russian ones. So if I had a choice between the two, I'd probably go the Israeli Personas. Now, this is a really nice shave. I'm just trying both sides to see which one I like. To be honest, unless you've got some beard to come off, the bar side just feels better and smoother, and yeah, it's doing a better job. There is the Stainless Steel Razor Company, something like that. I'll put the URL in the description. They've got a stainless steel razor for, I think it's $69, and I didn't see anything extra for delivery on that. It doesn't look super fancy, but the build quality is excellent. These are $75 US. The Stainless Steel Razor Company, they do a $20 stand that allows you to lay your razor or pop it in. And, you know, it's only an extra, I think about $20 for the stand. Puts it over the price of an Icon. But, you know, do you need a stand? If the answer is no, and personally I collect razors, not stands, I can make my own stand, get a bit of wood, drill a hole. These are, they're not frugal things, these are smart choices. After you've been in shaving a while, you start thinking about how best to spend my money. What's the next step up? Now, yesterday on the round table, I listened and I didn't chip in over the top of the guys on the Oneblade, which is a $300 single edge razor. And I was saying how wonderful it is. From memory, that's Casey of Stansbury Research, a well-renowned bloke for bugging you with emails and trying to sell you some new hot stock tip. And it's not just him. I've noted, and you're going to see this more and more very quickly, as everybody with a 3D printer and a dream is going to start creating razors, because guess what? Manufacturing's changed, and now you can send stuff off for next to nix, and you know, you just got to do a deal with someone to well, let me get back to my point. The Oneblade, $300. The blades are difficult to get. There's only one company really that make them. That's a special feather blade, single edge, and millions of dollars of research. Yeah, right. Tried thousands of designs. Yeah, bullshit. Sorry, anything that comes out of Casey's, generally speaking, after years of getting and reading his financial advice emails, I take with about as much hot air as you could blow up, you know. Not really, but he created a really nice product. Not going to take that away from him. And from what I've seen, the packaging and delivery of the product in the sewn leather boxes, absolutely incredible. You know, definitely done their research, definitely designed a nice product, definitely see a market niche. But now we're going back to the thing of ever escalating cost of shaving. You know, isn't this one of the premium reasons we got out of buying $30 handles and $5 a head blades, was we just went, bloody hell. Grandpa used to shave for like, you know, a $5 razor and, you know, a couple of cents for a blade. Now they're 10 cents if you buy them in lots of 100. Even less, maybe a bit more. Certainly 20 cents would be my upper limit. And even then, it'd only be to try something, you know, that looks a bit schmick. And I'm not really expecting anything out of a 20-cent blade that I can't get out of a 10-cent. So, $170 to deliver the Oneblade to Australia. That is $470. Then the conversion rate, which at the moment is about 30% down, you know, that's another $150 to, you know, and then you got fees and charges, so say $170. That's nearly about a $650 to $700 razor for us in Australia. Obviously not designed at us, designed for Americans because they've decided you're too rich. No, I can't remember. I'm pretty sure it's that's who's behind it, because I saw his name. What the hell's he doing in razors? You know, he's into financial front-running stock tips. And then you can, I think there's a Motley Fool or something. And the idea, I'm pretty sure of that was the name was they work out who these companies with those endless websites that go on and on and on and on and on until finally you click through for their free offer, and then you find yourself subscribed and being called up in the United States as they try to avoid the pump and dump rules for selling you something that ain't so great. I'm not saying that's anything to do with the razors. I'm just, I'm guessing that he's more of a figurehead in the company, saw an opportunity, and he's a good businessman. I'm never knocking anybody that's worked out how to make money. But is it really our level of wet shaving? Again, I talk about exclusivity. Above the Ties and Wolfmans, they're good, well-manufactured CNC razors. Now, it's only a matter of time before, when it comes to soaps and razors, that this is going to hit the manufacturers in China. And I guarantee you, I'm going to have this conversation before Christmas next year, and we're going to have a range of high-quality Chinese gear. The same as we went from Poissons were the only ones with, a good brush, to the fact that knot's made in China, made in nylon, and everybody now has it. And it's turning up in ever bigger, ever nicer sizes. I'm not knocking it. $20. My Poisson was $50. I had to spend $100 in Australia to get free freight. And I bought some of their soap, and so I've got no complaints. Their soap's nice. Smells like baby talcum powder, and it's brilliant. But the amount of money that you can drop on shaving far exceeds the amount of face time you can spend shaving. Let's see if I've got that down close enough. It's terrible, up until about 30, I had bat-like vision. I could read upside down, backwards in a whirly gig. I loved reading, and I could never imagine a world where things started getting blurry. And by the time I finished my 30s, I got my first pair of glasses. Now, edging out 40s, and it's just a constant fight for good vision. Sucks getting old. You don't think it's going to happen, but all those people who used to go, when you were young, and now old people, you think, yeah, that's not so hot. Age, I'd like to say, comes with wisdom. So, bang for buck, what I think's good value is that you start with a cheap razor and jump up to a good razor. And you know what? If you don't take it up as a hobby, great. You want to have a range of razors, fine, and a range of brushes. Personally, I find myself using, it comes on a stand somewhere back there, that was like, I think in one of my videos, $6. That isn't awesome. It's a Pro Nylon brush. This morning, the other brush I was using, just let me rinse it out for a sec. This is another eBay. This is a mixed badger. And I just want to knock a bit of niceness into it because I think it's mixed with boar. And, it's got a nice handle. The wooden handle on this is pretty good. I can't remember how much I might have paid. I might have paid like $9 or something with a stand. These are perfectly adequate for shaving. They're nice, particularly the Pro Nylon. If you go back into one of my previous videos, the links and all the information's in there. What I suggest is you start thinking about experiment, find out whether you like it. If you're joining because someone's your friend, get your friend to give you a little bit of an assortment of blades. Maybe just borrow one of his old blades, old handles, sorry. Something that he started out with. Give it a go. If you like the shaves, and with a bit of practice, it's very rare that you, once you get good, you're never going to cut yourself. It happens. Even the professionals, I hit pimple up here. Didn't know it was there until I took the top off it. These things happen. That's neither. It's not a big deal. Now I've still got the slickness from the soap on my face, so just wetting it with my fingers, doing beard reduction. Now the Sterling soaps are a tallow-based soap. That means it uses beef fat, which is nice and cheap and very, very slick. And with just a bit of moisture on your face, it's still gliding. There is going to be no problem with, and I am done. I didn't mean to talk the whole way through, but you know, bang for buck. Now, I'm not knocking anybody. The lawyers, they're welcome to queue up for my opinion. And if I've misdone the name, I might have to redo the video again, but I'm pretty sure it's Casey. Because I remember looking it up another day as the director of this. Now, it's okay. You know, he's got a good product, but, you know, $1 a blade, that's $1 US, and you get maybe 3 good shaves out of it. You know, that's not a hobby. That's a exclusivity, you know, bragging rights. Now, $1's not too bad. I mean, if you're looking at straight razors, the first thing you discover after you get someone who sends you a good straight razor is it's going to go blunt, and you've got to buy stones. And that means probably 600 you can use to square off the top, at least a 3,000, an 8,000 and a 12,000 stone to put the edge back on your razor. You've got to learn how to get the angle, and you've got to do your blades. You're probably looking at between $105 or more $100 in stones to keep a single, you know, straight razor. It is probably the one thing that keeps people from going straight razoring isn't learning how to use a straight. It's the fact that they quickly learn the cost of keeping it sharp, because you're responsible for it. You've either got to send it to someone else and pay 20, 30 bucks periodically. If you strop it wrong, it'll lose the edge. These are all things you need to think about. I need to put my fingers in here because they're going all over the place. I should learn to sing. Okay, I'm off. Today, good food, good friends, good shaves, amen. And remember, while it's nice to be important, it's more important to be nice. And one of the nice things about shaving is you don't have to spend a lot of money to get a fantastic shave. Sterling soap, an Icon razor, and almost any of them, with the exception of the Tech, which I'd only recommend for a professional shaver, someone who's shaved for a while and knows absolutely everything they want to do. You can buy it with their handle. I stuck my own on. Not real keen on the bamboo I got on my first one, so it stays up in the box. But yeah, I love these grooved ones. They're just fantastic grip. I'm going to go. I've had a good shave. I'm off to have a good day. You guys, hope you have the same. Bye.